Okay, everybody. I wanted to take a few minutes and do a little review on my IWI Masada pistol. I've had it for about a year now, so I feel like I'm in a good place to do a pretty comprehensive review on it, having used it quite a lot at this point. It comes in this cardboard box, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And in addition to all the sort of regular literature, here is, just to sort of get things rolling, here is our friend, the IWI Masada pistol. You can see there's a little stray oil on it from the last time I cleaned it. If I'm guilty of anything, I probably over oil my pistols. So the pistol is a full-size striker fired short recoil pistol. It is 9mm, as you'd expect. It comes with 2 magazines and 3 back straps, one of which comes included on the gun. The magazines are 17, so it's 17 plus 1. And the magazines have, they're all steel, and they come with these nice base pads. You can sort of slap them in pretty hard. The pistol comes with fixed sights. There's 2 dots in the back, 1 in the front. A little bit different than your standard Glock sights. It's definitely competing with Glock, both I would say Glock 17 mostly, but also to a little bit of an extent it's competing with the Glock 19. If you're interested in those pistols, you're very likely to be interested in this pistol. The sights are fixed. The rear sight is adjustable for windage. It has a really good look, and I will tell you that I really didn't know a ton about this gun when I first stumbled across it. I was at a range with a friend, and we were renting guns, and we were trying out a bunch of stuff, and then they had this behind the counter for rental, and I didn't even know that it was out at that point. I tried it out, and I just immediately loved it. I shot really well with it, and I thought it felt great in my hand. And I really, really got excited about it. The one I played around with at the range did have a red dot sight on it, but you can see I myself have not purchased a red dot sight. So it comes with, like I said, it comes with 2 magazines. Here's my second magazine. Comes with these additional sort of back straps that you can adjust based on your hand size. I've actually left it with the original back strap that it comes with. And it seems to work just fine for me. I've had to change some of the back straps on my other pistols, most notably my Glock 19, because I felt I did much, much better with a slightly smaller hand grip. But this one I've been able to use the factory grip right out of the box. And it does come with a trigger lock and sort of a safety lock. And super importantly, and I think this for a lot of people is a big selling point to the pistol, you can see there's this plate right here in the back that you can remove if you want to put a red dot sight in. And what they give you is they give you red dot sight plates for mounting, so that if you buy any of 4 pre-selected red dot sights, you can literally just put them on in minutes and they will fit perfectly. The 4 that the pistol is designed to work with very, very smoothly are the Vortex Venom, the Leopold DPP, the Sig Romeo 1, and the Trigicon RMR. And I have to tell you, when I bought the pistol, I really thought I was going to put a red dot on it. And after about a month of shooting with it, I realized I was shooting so well with it. And again, I don't consider myself, the greatest marksman ever to walk the face of the earth. But I definitely felt like I was shooting well enough with it that maybe I didn't need to go ahead and do that. The pistol is ambidextrous. The mag ejection button is on both sides, as is the slide lock. You can see there's one there, and there is one there. The action is very, very smooth. You can see that there are front and rear serrations on the pistol. There's a small rail in the front as well. It looks, to me, to my eyes, and you guys may or may not disagree, but it looks very, very similar to a Ruger Security 9 pistol. And that's a pistol that I like the look and feel of as well. And one of the reasons I think I was attracted to this was I thought it actually kind of took that look one step further. It's a little bit more of an aggressive appearance, and it's a little bit more sophisticated appearance. You could tell that when IWI made this pistol, they were very, very aware of other guns in the market in this price range, and they were very much going to compete with it. The trigger is a standard Glock type trigger safety. I actually like the trigger pull on this more than on my Glock 19. I think that this trigger is a little bit more comfortable in my finger, and I feel like I'm a little more accurate with it. The disassembly is pretty much exactly what you would expect. Again, there's nothing in the magazine. Cleared. Again, you slide this down, pull the trigger, and then you can slide the rail off. The frame is polymer, as you'd expect. The slide is steel. The slide, when you put the slide back on, there's a little bit of a trick to it. When they were showing this to me in the gun store, the guy who was showing me the gun didn't know the trick to get the slide back on. He was sort of banging it here, like it was sort of catching, and he was sort of banging it. And you've got to sort of slide it up and down a little bit as the slide goes back in. Otherwise, it doesn't go smoothly. But once you know that trick, and there you can see it's catching right there. All you do is at the back, you just tip it down a little bit, and then it slides right in. But I remember when I was first looking at it at the gun store, and this is a place I bought a fair number of firearms, and the guys are pretty sophisticated. They actually didn't know that, and they were kind of wondering, like, why can't we get this gun to reassemble? The gun feels really, really nice in your hand. It is not super heavy. It's 25.7 ounces with a magazine in. I recently did a review on my High Point C9. I know, laugh all you want, but I like my High Point C9. And this is obviously it's much lighter than obviously that gun, and it feels overall very light. Like, it feels surprisingly light for a full size striker fire pistol. I have shot any and all kinds of 9mm ammunition through the gun. I have not had one single misfire in a year of firing every kind of possible ammo I could buy, and that includes brass and steel casing. I love the fact that it's made by IWI. I've liked their products for years, although I was not such a big fan of the Jericho, in the sense that just kind of wasn't the type of gun that I'm a big fan of, although I liked the way it looked and felt. I never really decided to buy one. But really, as soon as I saw this, really that first day at the range when I shot it as a rental gun, I pretty much decided that I was going to go ahead and get it. I've really had no regrets. I've probably put about 1,000 rounds through it at this point, and like I said, I haven't had a single misfire, and it's been super accurate at 5, 10, 15, and 20 yard ranges. Very, very good groupings. I haven't had troubles. Like I said, I really thought I was going to buy a red dot sight for it, and I haven't. I think probably a lot of people may have seen videos about this gun and haven't tried it out. If this is something you have any interest in, I would see if you could rent one. Again, a 15-minute shoot on this gun completely sold me. I've seen it for rent at a lot of gun stores. I think IWI probably either gave them out for free or for steeply discounted prices to a lot of gun stores and ranges so they could get it out for people to try. I paid $440 for this gun. This gun was listed at the store. I was going to buy it at $479.99, and they found that they were selling it for cheaper on their own website, so they gave me the cheaper of the two prices. So I paid $440 flat for this gun. I have pretty much one complaint about the IWI Masada, and it's this crappy box. I mean, honestly, if I could change one thing about this entire package, is I would really have given myself a gun case that came with it. I ended up having to buy a separate case, but I think, again, if you're going to spend $440 for a gun like this, you deserve better than this crappy cardboard box. You can buy a good quality plastic gun case on Amazon for anywhere between $6 and $19. So I would have been happy to pay a little bit more money and a few extra bucks to get a nice branded IWI hard case that had maybe some nice cutout foam like this. I really have not a lot bad to say about this gun except for the crappy box. Super happy with it. Don't think I'm going to put a red dot on it anytime soon. I'm shooting so well with the factory sights. Again, if you haven't, give it a shot. Try it out. Definitely a good alternative to, for example, a Glock 17 or other full-size striker pistols. Interested to see what else IWI comes out with in the U.S. pistol market. Thanks, everybody, and please leave comments.